Have you ever stopped to think about where all your stuff actually comes from? For decades, there's a really good chance a lot of it came from one single city. A city that's probably been in your house, on your desk, even on your feet, without you ever knowing its name. This is the place that literally earned the title the workshop of the world. We're talking about Dongguan.
So how on earth did this relatively unknown city become such a global powerhouse? And maybe more importantly, what happens when the very thing that made you so successful suddenly puts you at risk? Well, that's the incredible story we're going to dive into.
Okay, first things first, location, 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 right? Everything really does start with geography. And Dongguan, it hit the absolute jackpot. It's perfectly wedged in China's Pearl River Delta, sandwiched right between these two massive economic giants, Guangzhou and Shenzhen. Plus, you've got Hong Kong and Macau just a stone's throw away. This isn't just a spot on a map, it's a super strategic corridor, the perfect launchpad for what would become an economic miracle.
So let's properly introduce our main character here. It's Dongguan, pronounced Dongguan. Officially, it's what's called a prefecture-level city. But, that's just a label. What it really is an industrial beast, a true behemoth. And it has this really unique city structure, which we're definitely going to get into. And that was one of the secret ingredients to its incredible rise.
Right, so a transformation like this, it doesn't just happen overnight. It was forged in the fire of some key historical moments that took this area from basically being farmland to becoming the world's factory floor.
And what's just mind-blowing is the sheer speed of it all. I mean, think about it. You've got this deep historical anchor way back in 1839, the start of the First Opium War, which actually kicked off right here. Now hit fast forward. It's 1978. China launches its reform and opening up policy, and that basically lights the fuse. Just 10 years later, in 1988, Dongguan becomes an official city and boom, the industrial explosion begins. But then, 2008 hits, the global financial crisis. And that single event challenged everything, forcing the city to make a hard pivot.
And wow, what a boom that was. For a couple of decades, Dongguan wasn't just a factory city. It was the factory city for pretty much the entire planet.
So what was the engine driving all this growth? Well, it came down to a three-letter acronym, OEM, Original Equipment Manufacturer. All that really means is that factories in Dongguan were making the stuff, shoes, toys, electronics, for all the big global brands you know and love. Then those brands would just slap their own logo on it and sell it. It was a simple idea, really, but it was absolutely brilliant. And it's what put Dongguan on the global map.
Just how big are we talking? Well, check out this number, 28%. At its peak, Dongguan made almost 28% of all the toys in the entire world. Just let that sink in for a second. More than 1 out of every 4 toys on the planet came from this one single city. That's just wild.
And of course, it wasn't just toys, not by a long shot. The city became the 4th largest export region in all of China. We're talking about over 170,000 different companies churning out, everything. Electronics, furniture, clothes, you name it. The point is, Dongguan became a link in the global supply chain that you simply could not ignore.
So how did they pull it off? How do you manage that kind of insane scale? Well, the secret is in how the city itself is built. It's unconventional. It's not really a city in the way you and I probably think of one.
Yeah, I love this description. A spread of numerous stars in the sky without a large shining moon in the center. It's so poetic, but it nails it. Most cities, right, they have a big central downtown. That's the shining moon. Dongguan? Nope. It's more like a galaxy of smaller, specialized towns all working together. They actually have a name for this, the one town, one product model. The whole city is basically a cluster of 28 different towns, and each one is a world-class expert in making one thing. So if you were a buyer, you didn't just go to Dongguan, you went to a very specific town inside Dongguan to get exactly what you needed.
And this table shows you exactly how it works. You need furniture? You're going to Dalingshan. Looking for shoes? Head over to Haoji. Need sweaters? Dalong is basically the wool capital of the world, and Humen is the place for clothes. This crazy level of specialization is a textbook example of something called industrial clustering, where you get all the suppliers, skilled workers, and expertise crammed into one little area. It makes things incredibly efficient.
But here's the thing, about a hyper-efficient engine like this one, it was almost completely dependent on global exports, and that was its Achilles heel. In 2008, that weakness got exposed in a big way, and the city faced a stark choice, really. Reinvent or decline.
So when the 2008 financial crisis hit, people around the world stopped buying so much stuff. And for Dongguan, that was a disaster. Demand just fell off a cliff. All of a sudden, that workshop of the world model looked super fragile. And that was the wake-up call. That was the moment Dongguan realized, okay, we can't just be the hands that make things anymore. We need to be the brains that create them.
And man, did they pivot. It was a total identity shift. They went from being the factory of the world to the capital of innovation. The focus went from cheap, low-end assembly lines to high-tech, smart manufacturing. The new motto was no longer made in Dongguan, it was created in Dongguan.
So did it work?
Just look at this number, 1/4. Today, Dongguan produces 1 out of every 4 smartphones sold on this planet. We're talking about the biggest names in the game, Huawei, Vivo, Oppo. They all have huge critical operations here.
So what's powering this new high-tech engine? Well, it's all about smart, strategic investments. There's a place called Songshan Lake that's basically become the city's new high-tech brain. There's a huge robotics industry. We're talking 400 companies, building the robots that are automating the factories. They're pouring money into research and development, and they have this really clever strategy of upgrading old factories into modern, innovative spaces.
Okay, so what does the future hold? Dongguan isn't playing a solo game anymore. It's not just a factory city doing its own thing. It's becoming a key piece of one of the most ambitious economic megaprojects in the world.
Yeah, if we zoom out and look at the big picture, you'll see Dongguan is right in the heart of the Greater Bay Area. And this is a massive plan to connect it with its powerful neighbors, Hong Kong, Macau, Shenzhen, Guangzhou, and turn them all into one giant integrated hub for business and innovation. And that strategic location it had from the very beginning, well, it's paying off big time, all over again.
So the city's strategy for the future is pretty clear. Step 1, integrate. Work even more closely with its neighbors. Step 2, upgrade. Keep transforming those old districts into modern, high-quality spaces. Step 3, connect. Build better infrastructure to move people and goods around the region faster. And finally, Step 4, innovate. Go all in on those next-gen industries like AI, new materials, and electric vehicles.
So let's wrap this up. When you boil it all down, the story of Dongguan is really about a killer location, a totally unique city-of-town structure, and most importantly, an incredible ability to reinvent itself. It went from farmland to the world's factory, and now to a high-tech innovation hub smack in the middle of a global mega-region.
You know, in a way, Dongguan's journey is kind of the story of modern China in miniature. A city that used to just make things for the world is now helping to invent them. And as it gets woven even tighter into this massive Greater Bay Area, the real question isn't just what's next for Dongguan, it's how this city is going to help shape the next generation of technology and trade for all of us.